In this episode, we're diving deep into how to structure your HR department for growth. It's more than just hiring people, it's about building a team that propels your company forward.
Exactly. So many businesses see HR as just a necessary evil, handling paperwork and payroll. But a strategically structured HR department can be a major competitive advantage. We'll unpack how to design one that actually contributes to growth, not just manages it.
Right? And we'll be exploring the key elements, from defining clear roles and responsibilities to fostering a culture of employee development and engagement. Think of it as building a well-oiled machine, where each part contributes to the overall performance.
Absolutely. Let's start with the foundational elements. What are some of the crucial aspects to consider when initially structuring an HR department, especially for a growing company?
Well, one key aspect is scalability. As the company expands, your HR structure needs to adapt. You can't have the same structure for a 10-person company as you do for a 1,000-person one. You'll need to consider how you'll add roles and responsibilities without creating bottlenecks or inefficiencies.
That's a great point. Scalability is often overlooked. Another vital aspect is aligning HR's structure with the company's overall strategic goals. HR shouldn't operate in a silo. Its functions should directly support business objectives.
Precisely. HR needs to be a strategic partner, not just an administrative function. This means understanding the company's vision, mission, and values, and aligning HR practices to support those goals. For instance, if the company prioritizes innovation, HR should design programs that foster creativity and encourage risk-taking.
That makes perfect sense. And what about the different roles within an HR department? How do we ensure that each role is clearly defined and contributes to the overall effectiveness?
That's where a well-defined organizational chart comes in. You need to clearly delineate the responsibilities of each HR professional. Will you have separate departments for recruitment, compensation and benefits, training and development, employee relations, and so on? Or will you have a more integrated approach, with generalists handling a broader range of responsibilities?
The choice often depends on the size and complexity of the company. Smaller companies might benefit from a generalist approach, while larger organizations may require specialized departments. The key is clarity. Everyone needs to understand their role and how it contributes to the bigger picture.
Absolutely. And it's crucial to ensure there's clear reporting structure and communication channels. No one should be working in isolation. Open communication and collaboration are essential for an effective HR department.
This brings us to another crucial aspect: technology. How can HR leverage technology to improve efficiency and effectiveness?
Technology is game-changing. Think about HRIS systems, applicant tracking systems, performance management software. These tools can automate many administrative tasks, freeing up HR professionals to focus on more strategic initiatives.
Definitely. And they can also improve data-driven decision-making. You can track key metrics, analyze trends, and identify areas for improvement. For instance, analyzing employee turnover data can help identify issues with employee satisfaction or retention.
Exactly. Data-driven decision-making is essential for a strategic HR department. And speaking of data, let's talk about the importance of employee feedback. How can HR effectively collect and utilize employee feedback to inform strategic decisions?
Employee feedback is invaluable. It's a direct line to the pulse of the organization. Regular surveys, focus groups, and one-on-one meetings can provide insights into employee satisfaction, engagement, and areas for improvement.
And importantly, HR needs to create a safe and open environment where employees feel comfortable providing honest feedback without fear of retribution. That means establishing clear communication channels and ensuring that feedback is taken seriously and acted upon.
Absolutely. Otherwise, it's just a formality. Let's shift gears a little bit and discuss the crucial role of HR in fostering a positive and inclusive work culture.
A positive and inclusive work culture is essential for attracting and retaining top talent. HR plays a vital role in shaping this culture through initiatives promoting diversity, equity, and inclusion, providing opportunities for professional development, and fostering a sense of belonging.
And remember, culture isn't just about perks and benefits. It's about the overall employee experience. It's about how employees feel valued, respected, and supported. HR can help build this by creating clear expectations, providing regular feedback, and recognizing and rewarding employees' contributions.
And fostering open communication is key. This includes regular town halls, team meetings, and opportunities for employees to share their ideas and concerns. Creating a transparent and communicative work environment goes a long way in building trust and morale.
Speaking of building trust, how can HR build trust with employees? This is particularly crucial during periods of organizational change or uncertainty.
A transparency and open communication are critical. Employees need to understand the reasons behind changes and how those changes will impact them. HR needs to be a reliable source of information and support during these times.
Active listening is also vital. HR professionals should create opportunities for employees to express their concerns and ideas. This demonstrates that their voices are heard and valued.
And empathy is also incredibly important. Understanding employees' perspectives and concerns is key to building trust and fostering positive relationships. HR professionals should strive to put themselves in employees' shoes and approach situations with empathy and compassion.
That's a perfect segue to talking about the importance of employee well-being. How can HR support employee well-being and prevent burnout?
Promoting work-life balance is crucial. This includes offering flexible work arrangements, encouraging employees to take breaks, and providing resources to support their mental and physical health.
Offering employee assistance programs, EAPs, is also a fantastic way to demonstrate care and support. These programs provide confidential counseling and support services to employees dealing with personal or work-related challenges.
Regular wellness initiatives, such as workshops on stress management, mindfulness, or healthy eating, are equally beneficial. Investing in employee well-being is an investment in the company's success.
Absolutely. Happy and healthy employees are more productive, engaged, and loyal. Let's talk about performance management. How can HR design a performance management system that motivates and develops employees?
A good performance management system needs to be more than just annual reviews. It should be a continuous process of feedback, coaching, and development.
Regular check-ins, goal setting, and performance reviews are essential components. The system should focus on both individual and team goals, fostering collaboration and a sense of shared purpose.
And the feedback should be constructive and focused on development, not just criticism. It should be tailored to each individual's needs and goals.
We've covered so much ground. Before we wrap up, let's talk about succession planning. Why is it crucial, and what role does HR play in it?
Succession planning is vital for ensuring the long-term success of the organization. It involves identifying and developing high-potential employees to fill key roles when current employees leave.
HR plays a critical role in this process, identifying high-potential employees, providing them with development opportunities, and creating career paths for advancement.
It's about investing in the future leaders of the company. And this brings us to the topic of talent acquisition. How can HR optimize its recruitment strategies to attract and retain top talent?
A strong employer brand is essential. Companies need to showcase their culture, values, and employee benefits to attract top candidates. This involves using multiple recruitment channels, creating compelling job descriptions, and providing a positive candidate experience.
And after you've hired someone, the work isn't over. Retention is equally important. This involves providing competitive compensation and benefits, creating a positive work environment, and offering opportunities for professional development.
That's right. It's a continuous cycle of attracting, developing, and retaining top talent. And remember, HR's role extends beyond just hiring and firing. It's about fostering a positive, productive, and engaging work environment that attracts, motivates, and retains talent.
Absolutely. It's about building a team that's not just competent, but also engaged, passionate, and aligned with the company's vision.
So to summarize, building a high-performing HR department requires careful planning, clear roles, effective communication, and a focus on both the strategic and operational aspects of HR management.
Precisely. It's not just about filling positions. It's about building a team that propels the company forward. Think of it like this. A poorly designed HR department is like a rusty engine. It might eventually get you where you're going, but it's slow, inefficient, and prone to breakdowns. A well-designed HR department, on the other hand, is like a finely tuned engine, powerful, efficient, and ready to take your company to the next level.
I love that analogy. And speaking of analogies, I always think of HR as the glue that holds a company together. Without it, everything crumbles. Speaking of crumbling, I wonder if that's what would happen if I tried to eat a whole cake in one sitting.
I think we'd both need a whole lot of HR support after that culinary adventure. But on a serious note, building a thriving HR department is an ongoing process, requiring constant adaptation and improvement.
Absolutely. It's a continuous journey of learning, adapting, and improving. And remember, listeners, a strong HR department is not just a cost, but an investment in your company's future success.
So until next time, happy HRing, everyone. And remember, a well-structured HR department is the key to unlocking your company's true growth potential.
And don't forget to check out our show notes for links to helpful resources and further reading on structuring your HR department for success. Bye for now.
In this episode, we've discussed numerous facets of constructing a robust HR department conducive to growth. Let's delve deeper into specific strategies and methodologies, focusing on their practical application.
Absolutely. Building upon our previous discussion, let's tackle some specific strategies. We touched upon technology, but let's explore that further. How can specific HR tech tools streamline processes and improve decision-making?
Well, think about applicant tracking systems, ATS. These aren't just for collecting resumes anymore. Modern ATS platforms incorporate AI to help screen candidates, identify top talent, and even predict future performance. That saves HR recruiters significant time and improves the quality of hires.
And what about performance management systems? We mentioned the importance of ongoing feedback, but how can technology help implement that effectively?
Many systems allow for regular check-ins, 360-degree feedback, and goal tracking. This enables managers to provide regular feedback, and employees can monitor their progress towards goals. The data collected can also help identify areas for improvement within the team or company as a whole.
This brings us to another important aspect, data analytics. How can HR leverage data analytics to understand workforce trends and make data-driven decisions?
Data analytics is crucial. HR can use data to track key metrics, such as employee turnover, engagement, and performance. This helps identify trends and areas for improvement. For instance, high turnover in a specific department could signal problems with management, compensation, or workplace culture.
And what about learning and development platforms? How can these contribute to a more engaged and skilled workforce?
Learning management systems, LMS, provide a centralized platform for employees to access training materials, complete courses, and track their progress. This not only upskills employees, but also shows them that their professional development is a priority.
What about communication platforms? How can those be used to enhance internal communication and collaboration?
Internal communication platforms like Slack or Microsoft Teams are essential for fostering better communication and collaboration. They allow for quick and easy communication across departments and locations, reducing information silos.
This all sounds fantastic, but implementation can be challenging. What are some of the key challenges organizations face when implementing new HR technologies?
Integration with existing systems is a major hurdle. Data migration can be complex and time-consuming. You also need to consider the cost of the technology, the training required for employees, and ensuring data security and privacy.
And change management is another huge factor. Employees may resist using new technologies, especially if they're not properly trained or understand the benefits. HR needs to effectively communicate the value of the new technology and provide adequate support.
Absolutely. A well-structured implementation plan with clear communication and training is essential for successful adoption. It's also crucial to consider the overall user experience. If the technology is clunky or difficult to use, employees will be less likely to adopt it.
Let's move on to the topic of building a strong HR team. What are the key qualities and skills an effective HR professional should possess?
Firstly, strong communication skills are essential. HR professionals are constantly interacting with employees at all levels, so the ability to communicate clearly, effectively, and empathetically is crucial.
Problem-solving skills are equally vital. HR professionals are often called upon to resolve complex issues, so the ability to analyze situations, identify solutions, and implement effective strategies is essential.
Analytical skills are also important, especially in today's data-driven environment. HR professionals need to be able to analyze data, identify trends, and use insights to make informed decisions.
What about emotional intelligence? How important is that for HR professionals?
It's incredibly important. HR professionals need to be able to understand and manage their own emotions, as well as empathize with and understand the emotions of others. This helps build trust and rapport with employees.
And what about leadership skills? What kind of leadership style is best suited for HR professionals?
A transformational leadership is often cited as effective in HR. This involves inspiring and motivating employees to achieve their full potential. It's about empowering employees and creating a positive and inclusive workplace culture.
So a mix of soft skills and technical expertise is needed. This leads us to talent development. How can HR create a robust talent development program?
A strong talent development program should include several key components. Firstly, it should focus on identifying high-potential employees and providing them with opportunities for growth.
Then, it should offer a variety of development opportunities, such as formal training, mentoring, coaching, and job shadowing. The opportunities should be tailored to the individual's needs and career aspirations.
A performance appraisal should also be integrated into the program, providing feedback and guidance on employee progress. Regular feedback and performance reviews should be part of the ongoing development process.
And what about succession planning? How can HR integrate succession planning into its talent development program?
A succession planning should be an integral part of the talent development program. HR should identify high-potential employees and develop career paths for them, preparing them for future leadership roles.
This ensures continuity and ensures that the organization has qualified individuals to fill key roles as needed. And let's not forget the importance of measuring the effectiveness of the talent development program.
Absolutely. Key performance indicators, KPIs, should be tracked, such as employee retention, promotion rates, and employee satisfaction. This data should be used to evaluate the program's effectiveness and make necessary adjustments.
This is all crucial for creating a culture of continuous learning and development. This, in turn, boosts employee engagement and fosters a sense of loyalty.
And now let's discuss employee relations. How can HR create a positive and productive employee relations environment?
Open communication is key. HR should create channels for employees to voice their concerns and provide feedback without fear of retribution.
A conflict resolution is another critical aspect. HR should have established procedures for addressing conflicts, mediating disputes, and resolving issues fairly and efficiently.
And fostering a culture of respect and inclusion is essential. HR should actively promote diversity and inclusion initiatives to create a welcoming and equitable workplace for all employees.
Regular employee surveys and feedback mechanisms can also provide valuable insights into employee morale and satisfaction. This feedback can be used to identify potential issues and make necessary improvements.
What about the importance of employee recognition and rewards? How can HR design an effective employee recognition program?
An effective employee recognition program should recognize and reward employees for their contributions, both big and small. This not only boosts morale, but also reinforces positive behaviors and motivates employees to continue performing at a high level.
The program should be fair, consistent, and transparent. It should also be tailored to the preferences of the employees. Some employees may prefer public recognition, while others may prefer more private acknowledgement.
And recognition shouldn't just be limited to monetary rewards. Public acknowledgement, promotions, and opportunities for professional development can be equally effective in motivating employees.
Let's now discuss compensation and benefits. How can HR design a compensation and benefits package that attracts and retains top talent?
A competitive compensation and benefits package is crucial for attracting and retaining top talent. This includes offering competitive salaries, comprehensive health insurance, paid time off, and retirement plans.
However, compensation and benefits are not one size fits all. They should be tailored to the specific needs and preferences of the employees. This might involve offering flexible work arrangements, childcare assistance, or other perks that are important to employees.
It's also important to regularly review and update the compensation and benefits package to ensure that it remains competitive. This requires monitoring industry trends and benchmarking against other companies.
And finally, let's discuss the importance of continuous improvement. How can HR ensure that the department is constantly evolving and adapting to meet the needs of the organization?
A regular self-assessment is crucial. The HR department should regularly evaluate its processes, procedures, and performance. This can involve conducting internal audits, reviewing employee feedback, and benchmarking against other organizations.
Utilizing data analytics is also essential for identifying areas for improvement. HR can use data to track key metrics, identify trends, and make data-driven decisions to improve efficiency and effectiveness.
And continuous learning and development are crucial for HR professionals. They need to stay up to date on best practices, new technologies, and emerging trends in the field. This can involve attending conferences, taking courses, and reading industry publications.
This continuous improvement process ensures that the HR department remains agile and responsive to the evolving needs of the organization. It keeps the HR function relevant and effective in driving business growth.
To summarize, building a high-performing HR department requires a multifaceted approach, encompassing strategic planning, technology adoption, talent development, robust employee relations strategies, competitive compensation and benefits packages, and a commitment to continuous improvement.
Exactly.